I've spent many hours watching anime, but what is good? What isn't good? And I'm here to answer that question right now. So I'm going to just be listening to animes that I've watched, and I'll give some advice for watching anime. Cool. We're going to start with Bocchi the Rock, probably the newest one. I haven't finished it, but right now it's looking like solid A tier. It's really good. It's about a antisocial person who knows how to play guitar very well, and because of that gets to be part of a band, sort of, because they needed a guitar player. But it's really funny. The animation is actually really cool because it's a newer anime, and I don't know what studio did it. I probably should look into it. It's really good. This is Barakamon. This was about an artist. He writes Japanese letters, but because of the way the letters are, it is sort of like an art, from what I understand. And he kind of gets dissed about his stuff, but he believes he's like the best on the planet, and because of that his ego is completely ruined and he has to go to an island. Basically, he learns a lot about creativity, and this is an amazing thing to look at for just like inspiration for creativity and stuff. It's really good. You know, I'm even going to put it above Bocchi the Rock. It's definitely A tier. I might even move that up to S tier. I'll think about it. Then we've got Death Note is over here. Death Note, I love Death Note. It's really dark though. It's like, I don't know, if you're not into super dark stuff, then this is not for you, but it's really gripping. It's a really good storyline that keeps you there the whole time. I'll put it at B because I don't think it's for everyone, but oh my word, it's a very gripping storyline, this. Hibernate Renmei. It's something that I haven't heard a lot of people speak about. It's really slow. That's why I'm going to probably put it at C. But the ending brings everything together so well. You have to watch it the whole way through for the ending. I think it's worth, if you disagree with me, watch it all the way through. Watch the ending, then type comments. I don't want comments yet. Then we've got Initial D First Stage. I think this is an S tier anime. It's about cars. I love cars, but it's about this kid who sort of doesn't know what gift he has in racing, and he finds it, and he really enjoys racing after a while. But the attention to detail in the cars and that kind of stuff is really good. Even though it's a really old anime, I still think it's worth a watch. And then following on from that, Second Stage is also amazing. I wouldn't put it at S tier, but yeah, I think I'd put it at solid A tier as well. There's a lot of action in there as well. He's just a really good driver, not even gonna lie. It's such a nice anime to watch. Then we've got JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. I only watched one. I think this is the right one. I watched like 10 episodes of it, so I don't know much about it. I'll probably put it at D tier because it didn't grip me. It felt really long, but yeah, I don't know. I'll put it at D tier. My Hero Academia, is this season 1? I can't remember which season this is which. For the record, I'm calling this yellow one season 1. Season 1 was, I'll put it like high B tier, above Death Note. There's a lot of action, there's a lot of, the storyline's good, all that kind of stuff. And then they slowly mess it up. And just, they add like almost fan service that doesn't need to be there, all that kind of stuff. And I can see why they did it, but it's really, nah. It was a waste of time. It gets worse and worse. And I'll put 3 at F tier, not even gonna lie. It's awful. And then Re:Zero was really good. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it that much. You know, I'll put it A tier above Barakamon. Give me Barakamon. It's a story about a guy, and I don't want to spoil it too much because it's so cool when you realize it, but just watch it. He gets stuck in a world and stuff. And then this is season 2. I think season 2, it was a good follow-up from season 1. That I'll put it at high B tier. But obviously, all the surprises now ruined. Spy X Family. Where's Spy X Family? There you go, Spy X Family. Spy X Family is amazing, but I've got too much stuff that's already amazing. I like to have some stuff going down now. Spy X Family, it's a really wholesome sort of comedy. It's got a similar vibe to like what is that movie where the guy cross-dresses so that he can still be part of the family? Mrs. Doubtfire. It's got a similar thing to that where everyone's living a lie. All of the people in the family are living a lie, but none of the people in the family know that the other person's lie is. There's like three times the Mrs. Doubtfire. There's every single person in the family is a Mrs. Doubtfire. They work together like this and the middle one has mind reading abilities. So she's the only one who knows that everyone is living a lie, but she's also living a lie because she is just pretending that she's like really smart, not necessarily that she has mind reading abilities. It's a really funny series. I've gotten to the end of it so far, and I'm waiting for them to release more because it's so good. Sword Art Online. I've split up the Sword Art Online in 2 parts, Arc 1 and Arc 2, and this is where I'm giving some very specific instructions. If you're going to be watching this, please write this down. Arc 1, I think it ends at season 15, and a slightly bit of a spoiler, so if you're going to watch all of it anyway, just mute this a little bit. To the people who didn't mute right now. Basically, until he gets out of the hospital, that's Arc 1 if you ask me. So then watch until that and then skip Arc 2 altogether. Arc 1 is amazing, I'll call it S tier. Arc 2, however, Arc 2 is like really low D moving into F. I'll even put it at F. Arc 2 is F tier. Sword Art Online 2 was pretty good. I would put Arc 1 at like high A, but then Arc 2 at like D, like low D. No, actually I'll put it low C, but together I'll call it a low B. Then we've got Naruto. I watched about 4 episodes of this and I found it super boring. I might watch more of it if you guys complain enough in the comments about the fact that I haven't watched enough Naruto, but I thought it was mid over here has a different meaning because anime like this, I would say this is worse than season 2 of My Hero Academia. I'd call it better than JoJo's Bizarre Adventures though. I'll move JoJo. No, it's better than JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, worse than My Hero Academia. Then this is Hunter x Hunter. It never grabbed me. It was so slow, and they were like, you have to get past episode 40 or something. And I was like, okay, sure. And I forgot how many episodes I was in, and I was like, it was past the first Hunter exam, and I was like, this is just boring, bro. Like, nothing here grips me. There's no storyline, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to give this there with Naruto. I'd rather watch Naruto than Hunter x Hunter. Attack on Titan. This is, it's about an entire city being attacked by massive giants and a kid who tries to stop them. It's a bit gory for me, and that's why I'm going to put it. It's an amazing anime that, actually, I'll say that most people who don't care too much about gore should try it. That's why I'm going to put it at C. If you don't like gore, this is quite a gory anime, and therefore, just like me, you should probably sit this one out. It's really, really well done. I had to sit through I think maybe 8. I sat through 8 episodes before I was like, hell no, I'm done with this. But it's really, really, really good if you don't care about gore too much. Full Metal Alchemist never gripped me. I'm gonna put it even below JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. I don't like the anime style, which isn't a good reason to do it, but I couldn't get through the first episode. I would say the same thing for One Piece. One Piece would be here as well. But I didn't even watch long enough to even put it on the tier list. So then we've got Gintama. Gintama was okay. If you want to watch something this would be something good to watch on. Actually no, I would disagree. I wouldn't even put this on the side monitor. There's not a lot going on, but also if you miss central parts of the storyline, which there are few of, then you don't get the rest of the story or the rest of the episode. And I feel like this is, I just didn't like it that much. These guys do odd jobs and aren't really good at it. So I'm gonna put this, I'll put it better than Full Metal Alchemist. Can't judge Full Metal Alchemist properly enough. And then we've got My Hero Academia Season 3, Naruto, and Sword Art Online Alicization. Don't know how you're supposed to pronounce that. Didn't finish this. The concept seemed cool. I'll probably put this at D. I've heard from my friends they start messing it up later, so I decided just not to watch it because they do have a lot of track record of messing up their Sword Art Online animes. Like I said, the second arc is always worse than the first arc. Here's where my recommendations come in, and I think I've built a pretty balanced set of things here. I'm happy with this. I would start out Sword Art Online Season 1, then move on to Sword Art Online Season 2 Arc 1, and then don't touch any more Sword Art Online. That's it. Then I would watch Spy X Family, and then from there I would watch Charcoal Feather Federation or Hibernate Renmei, Charcoal Feather Federation, all the way through. And if you don't have patience, I would move straight to something like Death Note. And then if you're into cars, initial D, first and second stage. I wouldn't go much further than first and second stage. It seems like they're ruining it, but whatever. And then if you want something to chill out to, if you're on a holiday or something, this is a really chill anime that doesn't get super boring. RE0 after that. Actually I'll move Hibernate Renmei up to A, move Bocchi the Rock to B, high B, and then My Hero Academia C. And I think I'm kind of happy with that. So this is my anime tier list. My recommendations would be start with this. I feel like Sword Art Online first arc season 1 is a very good introduction to anime. If you haven't watched any anime, this is a really nice high bar to set for all of your anime watching experiences. It has a little bit of action, but it's more of like a slice of life. Hibernate Renmei is also a sort of slice of life, but at the end it gets quite intense. Then this is also a slice of life. This is more of an action. These two are cars. I don't think I've seen any anime pull this off quite as good as Initial D. If you're into cars, I'd say watch this, absolutely. And even if you're not into cars, please just give it a try. It's really good. If you're into music, Bocchi the Rock. Again, Re:Zero is there's a lot of action in Re:Zero. Death Note, if you want something with a gripping storyline, this is it. This is SAO Season 2. This one's also got a lot of action in it. I feel like it had a decent mystery all the way through, which was fun. If you don't care about gore too much, this is a really good anime. This is definitely on my recommendations, but other than that, I wouldn't recommend any of these. Yeah, let me double check. Yeah, nothing. I wouldn't recommend anything under C, or even in C, except for Attack on Titan. Look, you guys came to the end. It seems like you liked the video. Please do like it. It shows YouTube how much you actually like the video. Please do give it a subscribe. We're aiming at getting a few more subscribers by the end of the year. CeeLo wants me to get 1,000. Let's show him that I can do it. See you guys. I'm out. Peace.